Welcome, electronic video guests, to the outer limits of the trading card hobby TTM. Through the mail, we seek to have the famous and the infamous sign the trading cards and photographs we send to them through the mail. Today we have 8 such specimens to examine. 8 trading card autograph request return specimens to examine. And we will be examining these specimens in great detail. So if you like seeing envelopes being cut open, you've come to the right place. Sit back, relax, get ready to enjoy the fun. Presented to you from the worldwide YouTube video airfill. Alright, we got us a TTM Tuesday. Man, is it hot. Summer will just not end. Over 90 degrees again. Oh, brother, let's get rid of this summer. I had enough. This is our first full week at college football. We're going to be doing our college football preview in addition to our TTMs. We'll give you some picks for the week. And let's not leave out the ladies in honor of that. Let's give away some girls football cards. How about that? We're going to give away a pick 2 of these Parkside girls football cards. And look what we got back. Tony Stewart next to. How about that? The winner of our contest said they sent me an email. They told me what 3 Bowman cards they wanted. They said, I don't want no Tony Stewart next tail card. I ain't a racing fan. Give that to somebody else who might want it more. So hey, we're going to give it away again. Let's try one more time to get rid of this Tony Stewart Home Depot next tail card number 109 from Press Pass. Tony Stewart. So we're going to be giving away this Tony Stewart race car driving card and some girls football. Pick 2. Any 2 that I don't want. We'll see about that. Well, let's get some football preview first, and then some TTMs, then we'll do the cards. All right, let's see. We got some decent games coming up for week 1. Let's see what we got for week 1 in our football picks. We've got Clemson minus 13.5 at Georgia. I'm going with Georgia. Clemson, unfortunately, a lot of people down on Coach Sweeney down there in Clemson, but he's still a good ball coach. They still got a good club. The difference between Clemson now and a few years ago is that quarterback. They had Deshaun Watson and Trevor Lawrence, and they were top of the heap, but they missed out. Old DJ Ukulele and Cade Klubnik, even though they were high recruits, they have not got the quarterback play they used to. So I don't see them hanging with Georgia. They're getting 13.5. I think Georgia's going to beat that spread. Georgia's complete all the way around, and I think they got the best returning quarterback in Beck. We got Miami. Minus 2.5 in Florida. This is my pick of the week. If you're going to bet money on any of these games, I'd bet on Miami. Both teams in a little bit of disarray after last season, but I think Miami improved themselves quite a bit. They got a couple of Pac-12 players to perk up that offense. Quarterback Cam Ward, and they got a big old running back, Damian Martinez. I'm looking forward to seeing that big horse run through Florida. I just got a feeling Miami, they've been disappointing, but I got a feeling they'll be able to take care of Florida. That's the game I would bet money on. Miami minus 2.5. Then we got Notre Dame plus 2.5 at Texas A&M. That's kind of a tough ball game. I'm going to go with Texas A&M primarily because of the home field. I'm also not a big Riley Leonard fan. Notre Dame. I don't think Notre Dame's offense is top flight. I think Texas A&M defense will do enough. They should win a close, low-scoring game. Fresno State plus 21.5 at Michigan. I'm taking Fresno State with those points. Michigan breaking in a new quarterback. It's going to be quite a come down from J.J. McCarthy, whoever they pick. I think the offense is going to have it's going to take at least a couple of weeks to get sorted out. You can't expect this new quarterback to come in, everything run like a well-oiled machine. So I think Fresno State can keep the game fairly close and cover. Then we got USC plus 4.5 versus LSU in Las Vegas. Give me USC. Here's my reasoning why. Both teams had terrible defenses last year, but I like what USC did with their defense. They went out and hired Danton Lynn to be their defensive coordinator. He did a great job at UCLA. He's from that Baltimore Ravens tree. Wink Martindale, Mike McDonald, Jesse Minter, he's from that tree. So I think, and he proved he could do it at UCLA. I think he's going to turn USC's defense around. USC could be a surprise team. So I'm taking USC in an upset. Plus 4.5 over LSU. Plus LSU in their season openers under Brian Kelly. They've been sloppy, to say the least, the last couple of years. And then we got Boston College plus 17.5 at Florida State. Give me Boston College with the points. Florida State's season in disarray already. They got a flyback from Ireland. All the disappointment after crying for months and months, and they laid an egg. I think they're going to have a bit of a hangover. Boston College should be able to keep the game close. I don't think Boston College will win. But hey, 17.5 points, I'll take BC in that one. And if for some reason FSU doesn't win, oh boy, oh DJ Ukulele better stay off of Twitter. All right, so that's my picks for this week's games. Now, what about for the whole season? Who are we going to pick for the 12-team playoff? We got that new playoff format this year. I'm going to show you who I think will be the 12 teams. Remember that new format. The 5 highest-ranked conference champions get in, automatic bids, and then the next 7 highest-ranked teams remaining for the 12-man field. So the 5 conference champions that have the highest ranking are automatically in, and then the next 7 highest-ranked teams. So here's who I got for the playoffs. We got Ohio State winning the Big Ten. They've got a great roster, give them credit. Spent a lot of money, built a good roster. Plus, they got one of the easiest schedules. It's impossible for them not to make the playoffs. They are 100% certain to make the playoffs. If they don't, if for some reason they wouldn't make the playoffs, Ryan Day will be out of a job so fast. No excuse. That easy schedule and the roster they have. Ohio State will be in the playoffs. Even if they lose to Michigan, they could still get into the playoffs. I don't think they will, but excuse me. Some people think Ryan Day, if he lost to Michigan, will get fired. As long as they make the playoffs, he ain't going nowhere. Then my next team is Georgia. I've got them winning the SEC. I think they're the best team all around. They don't have the easy schedule like Ohio State. They got a better quarterback, and I think they're going to have a better defense. That's a tough league, though, so they're about a 95% lock, though, to make the playoffs. I got Utah winning the Big 12. They got their quarterback coming back for about the 8th or 9th year this year. Cam Rising back at Utah. I think they'll win the Big 12, but that's going to be there's about 4 or 5 clubs that could win that. Then I got Clemson. Like I said, I think they'll win the ACC. We saw Florida State's not that good, so I think Clemson will win the ACC despite the weak play at quarterback. And then for the 5th conference champion, everybody says Liberty. I'm no expert on these small conferences. Most people saying Liberty. Some people say Memphis, Boise State. Apparently Liberty's schedule is so bad they'll probably go undefeated, and so they would get the nod over Memphis or Boise State. So then we got the next 7 teams. I got Oregon out of the Big Ten, very good roster. Got Dylan Gabriel at quarterback transferring. Not the toughest schedule. They should be all right. Notre Dame with that easy schedule. This game against Texas A&M is their toughest game of the year. The only other tough game they had supposedly was going to be Florida State. And we see that they're not that good. So Notre Dame will cruise in with their easy schedule. Then I got Ole Miss from the SEC. They got a loaded roster. They did very well in the transfer portal. They got their QB coming back. This should be the year Ole Miss gets in the playoffs. I also got Missouri from the SEC getting in. They've got kind of a light schedule for the SEC. I think they can manage to get through the season with 2 losses, get into the playoffs. And then I'm taking the winner of next week's Texas-Michigan game. Both these teams have tough schedules. Whoever survives this game, I think, will do just enough to squeak into the playoffs. Penn State, their schedule's not too tough. They got Ohio State and Oregon, I think. They should be able to get through the season with 2 losses. Then for that last spot, I'm taking Alabama. I think Alabama's going to drop off. I think they could even lose 3 games. But my way of thinking is, you can see I got these sleeper teams. I don't think the committee's going to take a Big 12 team with 2 losses over an Alabama team with 3 losses. I think a lot of these Big 12 teams, such as Kansas State, Oklahoma State, maybe even Arizona, can get through the season with 2 losses. But if they don't win the conference championship game, I don't see them being picked over an SEC or even a Big Ten team with 3 losses. They're going to take those big boys and leave out the Big 12. So I only see the Big 12 getting 1 team in. ACC, Miami, if they get through the year with 1 or 2 losses, I could see them bumping one of these teams out, one of the Big 10 or SEC teams. But those are my sleeper teams. And the big sleeper here, I don't think a lot of people are looking at North Carolina State. These are my 4 sleeper teams that could also make the playoffs. So that's how I look for the college football season. Get down in that comments field. Let me know who you think. Who are you picking for the playoffs? Or if you got any interesting picks for this week's games, let us know. Otherwise, let's get started with some TTMs. TTM number 1. That's coming to us from Santa Barbara, California. What in the world we got from Santa Barbara, California? Let's see what we got. Santa Barbara. Looks like we got a note in there. Yes, we do. Oh, we got 2 cards. Look at these sweet vintage top cards. How about that? Mr. Ted Boesfield. We got this beautiful 1961 tops. Look at that sweet old card. 1961 tops. Ted Boesfield. And then we got his 1959 rookie card. Look at that beauty, would you? He was an all-around athlete in high school. Ted Boesfield, check those out. Beautifully signed at age 89. Pitched parts to 7 seasons for 4 teams. Had a career record of 37 wins, 39 losses, 4.35 ERA with 6 saves. He also had 4 shutouts. 2 more than legendary Hall of Famer Jacob deGrom. 12 complete games. That's 8 more than deGrom. How about that, Ted Boesfield? Better resume than Jacob deGrom. How about that? Thank you, Mr. Boesfield, for signing those 2 vintage tops. Let's see if he answered any questions on our note. Oh, yeah. I asked him about his days with the Angels. I said, Bo Belinsky was on that Angels team, if I remember right. Did you get along with him, or was he too Hollywood? You remember Bo Belinsky was a young pitching phenom on the Angels, went around with a lot of Hollywood starlets. Bo was a great teammate and a good guy. Well, very nice. Did Belinsky share any of his ladies' friends with you or your teammates? Afraid not. Okay, that's too bad. He didn't get any of those starlets. He didn't share any of his starlets with the rest of the Angels team. Right. Thank you, Mr. Ted Boesfield. Really appreciate you signing. Look at those 2 vintage Topps cards. Those came out great. Thanks for answering those questions. All right, let's see what we got next. And this thing feels kind of thick. What do we got here? Coming to us from Cleveland, oh-ho-ho. Let's see what we got from the Mistake by the Lake. Cleveland, oh-ho-ho. What in the world's in here? It's stuck in there good. I got to rip that open to pull it out. Oh, looks like we got, is that some Jehovah's Witness? Oh, there's my card. Check that out. Mr. Elmore Smith. Boy, that came out beautiful. 1972-73 Topps rookie card. Look at that beautiful card. Elmore now 75 years old. Great NAIA college basketball legend. Led Kentucky State to 2 national championships. His senior year, he averaged 25.5 points and an incredible 24.2 rebounds per game. Number 3 overall pick of the 1971 draft, was one of the better centers of the 70s. He made the All-Rookie team in 1972 and he averaged 15.2 rebounds per game. He averaged 4.85 blocks per game in 1973-74. That's the 3rd highest total in NBA history. For his career, he averaged 13.4 points, 10.6 rebounds, and 2.9 blocks per game. Elmore Smith, look at that. That came out great. And then what did he send us here? Looks like we got a lot. He sent us quite a few Jehovah Witness pamphlets. Will suffering ever end? You can see, if you want to get some info on jw.org, go right there. Who really controls the world? And then we also got this one here. Where can we find answers to life's big questions? Jehovah's Witness literature. We'll leave it at that. Thank you so much. Elmore Smith is worried about our eternal station. We appreciate him taking the time to send us the JW pamphlets and signing that rookie card. That came out beautiful. All right, let's keep going. This next one here is coming to us from Miami, Florida. How about that? Miami, Florida. What do we got from Miami, Florida? Let's see what we got from Miami. There's a card in there. Oh, we got us a nice one. Look at that. Wally Jones. Looks like he had just enough ink left on that pen to get this thing signed. Wally Jones, 82 years old. This is his 72-73 Topps rookie card. Look at that. How about that? Wally Jones played his college ball at Villanova, was a key member of the great 1966-67 NBA champion 76ers. That was a legendary squad that featured Wilt Chamberlain, Billy Cunningham, Chet Walker, and Lucius Jackson. Jones had 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists in the Game 1 Finals win. He was a member of the 1965 All-Rookie team. For his career, he averaged 9.8 points and 3.1 assists per game. Wally Jones, thank you for signing that. That came out beautiful also. Really appreciate that. How about that? Was a great, that 66, 67, 76ers team is one of the all-time greats. All right, let's see here. Oh, West Palm Beach, Florida. That is a rich, rich town. Streets are paved with gold down there. You got to have money to live in West Palm Beach. Let's see what we got. Looks like we got a note. We got us a note. Is there a card in here? Oh, yeah. Check out that sweet card. Look at that Rusty Meacham 1992 Upper Deck. Well, that black Sharpie looks good on it. That came out real good. Look at that sweet old Upper Deck card. Rusty Meacham, 56 years old. Pitched parts of 8 seasons with 5 different teams, mostly as a reliever. Finished with a record of 23 wins, 17 losses, 4.43 ERA, 9 saves. Best year 1992 with Kansas City, 110, lost 4, 2.74 ERA with 2 saves. How about that? That looks fantastic, doesn't it? Rusty Meacham. All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Let's see if he answered any questions on our note. Rusty Meacham. I asked him about one of his old teammates, or not old teammate, but one of the best hitters of his day, Albert Bell. Because I mentioned a ball game I seen him and Albert Bell. I said, speaking of Albert Bell, he was quite a character, wasn't he? Did you have any conversations or anything with him? I did not. No, I didn't talk to hitters. All right, very good. Did you enjoy your time with the Tigers? I had an awesome time. All right, so he said, no, I didn't talk to Albert Bell. I didn't talk to no hitters. All right, thank you, Mr. Meacham. Really appreciate that. Let's take a little break here. We got to remember an important, very important message for y'all. It's going to be burned into your subconscious via this subliminal message. You see what's right before your eyes there. Make sure you obey that. We really appreciate that. That's our subliminal message. Well, let's get back to the TTMs. This one here is coming to us from Birmingham, Alabama. What we got from Birmingham, Alabama? Birmingham. Let's see what we got from Alabama. Wow, look at this sweet old Topps card. Signed by Mr. Billy Joe. Look at that 1964 Topps. Billy Joe, look at that sweet card. That is a beauty, isn't it? Wow, that came out great. Billy Joe, I tell you what, he's 83 years old. That's a nice signature. He was a big old running back. When I say big, he's big even by today's standards. 6'2", 235. That was big as some linemen back in the day when he was playing. Can you imagine him in the mid-1960s? He must have looked like a Mack truck running that ball. Played his college ball at Villanova, was the Broncos' 11th round pick in 1963. AFL Rookie of the Year, then he was traded to the Bills, where he helped the Bills win the AFL title in 1968. For his career, 2,010 rushing yards, 3.7 yards per carry, 15 touchdowns. After his playing days, he got into coaching, was very successful. He won 2 NAIA national championships at Central State. Billy Joe, great old football player and coach. Thank you for signing that 1964 Topps rookie card. That is a beauty. All right, what do we got left? 3 left? Now this one feels really thick. I don't know what's in there. Maybe my note. It's coming to us from Baltimore, Maryland. That is thick. Like, oh, maybe we got some more Jehovah's Witness literature. Let's see what we got from Baltimore. Oh boy. What is this? Oh boy. This is going to be a good one. There's my card in here. There's my card, not signed by Mr. Boog Powell. We got a lot of information. That must be a price list. Let's see what we got. Boog Powell. All right, he wants some money, probably. Dear fan, thank you for your letter. It means a lot. It's always been a signing. Due to a tremendous amount of letters, I am no longer able to personally respond. In lieu of returning individual autographs, I have set up a mail-in order opportunity with Dugout Zone Sports Collectibles. Blah, blah, blah. Next opportunity, September 1st. He didn't even sign his letter. Boog Powell. And this must be the price list. Oh, he got an in-store meet and greet. All right. $35 for ball cards, $50 for baseballs, etc., etc. Bobblehead dolls. All right, and then there's also in there $5 off coupon. $5 off coupon. I wonder if you bring 3 or 4 cards with you to get them signed, maybe they'll give you a punch card for some rewards too. $35 for Boog Powell. Sorry, Boog, I ain't paying you $35. He goes into the Baseball Hall of Shame. Got a comfortable lifestyle off of playing baseball. Fans buying tickets, watching games on TV, watching those commercials. But he says, you know what? Baseball didn't do enough for me. You got to give me $35 to sign my card. I think I'll pass on that, Boog. Boog Powell. Greedy old Boog wanting $35 with his $5 off coupon. We'll pass on that one. All right, let's see what we got next. This one feels kind of thick, too. Metroplex, Michigan. All right. Let's after that last one, let's hope it's Jehovah's Witness. What do we got? Where's my card? Stuck in there. Oh, Kerry Carpenter. All right, what is this? A price list from Kerry Carpenter? Oh boy, let's see. Here we go from the Tigers. Thank you for your recent letter. Autographs for a cause. All right. Rather than signing ball cards that are mailed to me, the Tigers Foundation has partnered with Topps to produce custom limited edition Topps cards I have autographed. All right, so you got to go to Tigers.com autographs and donate to their autographs for a cause. And there's a fake Kerry Carpenter autograph. Well, those last two were big duds, I'll tell you that. Kerry Carpenter and Boog Powell. Thanks for nothing. All right. Our last TTM. Hopefully, let's try to end with a success. This one's coming to us from Kansas City, Missouri. Kansas City, Missouri. Let's see what we got. Now that looks like our note. And we do have a card. And that is signed. Beautiful. Mr. Raleigh Sheldon. Look at that sweet 1966 Topps card. How about that? Look at that. Raleigh Sheldon. He played in the NCAA basketball tournament. How about that? Raleigh Sheldon. 87 years old. That is a nice signature, isn't it? Pitched for the Yankees, A's, Red Sox for his career. He appeared in 160 games, 101 as a starter, had a lifetime record 38 wins, 36 losses, 4.09 ERA, 17 complete games, 13 more than Jacob deGrom, 4 shutouts, 2 more than deGrom, and 2 saves. Raleigh Sheldon. Check that out. Beautiful. 1966 tops. All right, let me see if he answered any questions on the note. Did you have any favorite teammates on the old Yankees teams? We got there Jim Coates, Bill Stafford, Bud Daly, Billy Gardner, etc. Did you get along with Jim Bouton? Yes, but he had a big ego. He sure did. How about that as a great answer? Jim Bouton, of course, you remember him. He wrote Ball 4. He said, yes, I got along with him, but he had a big ego. Well, thank you. I appreciate you answering that question. That is a great answer. Gives us a little insight into Jim Bouton. Thank you, sir. Really appreciate that. Well, how about those TTMs? Boog Powell and Kerry Carpenter let us down, but the other guys came through, and we even got some JW material. All right. Okay, let's give away some cards before we wrap this thing up. Remember, this thing's back up for grabs. It's Tony Stewart. Next tail card, we're going to give that away, and we're going to do a pick 2 of the girls' football to celebrate football season. Let's not forget the ladies. They got their own version of football. I'm looking for a card of this young lady here, Jordan Heidema, right here. If we got any Seattle Mariners fans, you know all about her. She's probably the reason Julio Rodriguez is having such a bad year at the plate. He can't concentrate on his at-bats anymore because of this young lady, Jordan Heidema. Let's see if we can pull one of these out of this Parkside 2024 girls football. We got signatures, parallels, and more. Let's see what we got. NWSL Girls Football Volume 1. Let's see what we got. They got, oh, what is this? 3 packs, and we got this little, like a girls football sticker. All right, well, that's nice. We got a girls sticker. All right, let's see what we got for our girls football. Girls football, looking for a Jordan Heidema. Pick 2 to go to Tony Stewart. Let's see, card number 1. Debina. Just goes by one name, Kansas City Current. I don't know a thing about any of these players. You can scan these codes if you're curious. Debina is from Brazil. That's probably why she got one name like the male players. And we got a Scarlett Camberos from Bay FC. Where's she from? She is from San Diego. How about that? Very nice. All right. And we got here a, what does that say, man? Oh, Imani Dorsey from Utah. Doesn't look too happy there, really. Miss Dorsey doesn't look too happy. Looks a little happier on the back. She's from Elk Ridge, Maryland. Very nice. Maya Dimes, she's ready to throw down. Looks like she's ready to throw some punches. Look at Maya there. Look at her. Where's she from? Davis, California. All right. Nice young lady there. And we got a Raylan Turner on like a silver foil card from Racing Louisville. Who's this? Haley Mace from Kansas City. Oh, she's from Ventura. Oh, well, we got a Quinn card. Quinn from the Seattle Reign. Quinn is an interesting figure in the girls' football. Google Quinn. You'll get all the info on Quinn. We'll just leave it at that. Somebody might want that Quinn card. Take a good look at Quinn. That's a nice card, a Quinn. Okay. Google Quinn for all the details. And we got some Sam Coffee from Portland. Alright, she's got some big thighs there, doesn't she? Look at that. Sam Coffee. Alright. Let's go on to pack number 2, a girls football. Trying to get a Jordan Heidema card. And what do we got here? Malia Berkeley. Alright. She is from Liberty Township, Ohio. Carolyn Nicole. Alright. From Brazil. Alright. And we got a McKenna Morris. She's out of Germantown, Maryland. Maria Sanchez from the Houston Dash. Alright. Promising Prospect. Who's this? What's the name on that? Macy Bell. Macy Bell, Promising Prospect foil card. Alright. Brianna Pinto on like a black and white card. How about that? Okay. And we got Claudia Dickey from Seattle. She was born in Charlotte. And look at this here. Ellie Pengyamza. She must be from Finland or something with that kind of name. Yeah, she's from Turku, Finland. How about that? Alright, here's our last pack. A girls football. Trying to get us a Jordan Heidema. Let's see what we got. Mana Matsukobo. Manaka. Alright, that's tough. Manaka Matsukobo from Japan. Tess Bode. That's from Colorado. And we got a Hannah Betfort. She's from Charleston. Messiah Pry. What about her name? Messiah from Dallas. Michelle Alazi. Alright. Whoa, there's our card we were waiting for. Jordan Heidema. Look at this fancy card. The old vintage style. Like I said, this young lady here, she's the reason Julio Rodriguez is having such a bad year. He can't concentrate on his hitting anymore. He's just thinking about her 24/7. Jordan Heidema. We got us. I'll keep that one for myself. And we got a Sophia Herta. Look at her. Look at that old broad. How old is she? She's from Boise, Idaho. She's in her 30s. She's been around the track a few times. All right, and our last one. Bella Bixby. All right, Bella Bixby. From Milwaukee, Oregon. All right, very nice. That's our ladies' football. Any two you want besides this one, I'm keeping that for myself. Maybe I'll send that to Julio Rodriguez, see if he'll sign it. And the Tony Stewart Nextel race car driver card. How about that, Tony Stewart? How are you going to win all these cards? All right, here you go. Girls football pick 2, Tony Stewart. Enter hashtag Stu. Hashtag Stu in the comments field. Get it in there by noon on September 1st, 2024. One entry per YouTube account. Shipping only to the USA. Get that in there. Hashtag Stu. When you're entered, maybe you'll win that sweet Tony Stewart Nextel card. Alright, that is it. Yet another TTM video. Before we go, I gotta mention this. Head over to Amazon.com. Type in that author's name right there and that book title. This will come up on Amazon. If you want to read the real nitty-gritty lowdown on human experience, this crazy life we're in, ups and downs, ins and outs, a lot of, what would you say, a lot of conflicts, and maybe even some conflict resolution, who knows. But if you want to read about life, no holds barred, check that book out. If you're a crybaby, though, stay away. But if you're a big boy, a big girl, a big tranny, go ahead and get that book. You might like it. All right, that is it. Wow, what a video. Okay, enjoy some football this weekend. Next week we'll do our NFL preview. All right, that is it. Remember, enjoy the rest of your life.